Hey sis, good morning. Hi sisses. Hey boo boos. Good morning, Bougie Gang. How are you? Guys, we're going to get into this. I'm going to go ahead and roll this intro and we're going to try to keep it light and we're going to do us, okay? But we're going to talk about this video and then we're going to keep it moving, okay? Um, let's get into it. Who else is here? Just my gang stars, 2 gang stars, okay? Let's see who else pops in. Give me just a second. Let's see what's going on here. Let's do this. Hey Natia, good morning to my gang stars. Hi Life with Jay, good morning.
Welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, Bougie Gang Gang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you?
You could be doing opposed to being on my page, bitch, cause I ain't got nothing for you nothing ass bitches.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? Y'all, it's Thursday. Can you believe it's almost the weekend? Oh my God. Okay. Guys, I hate to do this to y'all, but we're gonna try to keep it light and airy because um, we gonna talk about it, but we're gonna do bougie gang, okay? Period. All right. So at the end of the day, this is a hot topic in our community because I just have a real problem with someone saying that something isn't true and it being forced down um their throat. Like, is it the gaslight? Like, let's just say, okay, okay, that what Jasmine says is true. Like, hey, nothing's going on here. I mean, I don't know. Olivia to me is not above telling a lie. I was watching her video and we're not reacting to that right now. Um, that'll be later today. If you can stomach it. But I don't know. I just feel like at some point or another, whether someone is in denial or not, if someone says that's not what's going on, it's up to Jasmine to clear it up. And until she does, you know what I'm saying? Um, Now, let me say this couple housekeeping items. I know Jeremy came out with a video yesterday. I don't know if Keisha came out with the video today or not, but um, it's 8 o'clock. Did she drop something? I don't know. Sis is getting ready to jump into her. She's getting ready to be the next. Who's a real estate tycoon? Only person I can think of off the top of my head is well, I don't know. She's going to be some sort of real estate tycoon, I guess. I have no idea. I don't know what the woman's doing. Anyway, Jeremy did drop his vlog yesterday where he landed in Puerto Rico, and we are going to definitely get into that. He did leave us with a cliffhanger, so there's not really a whole lot to talk about. We know what we know. Um, at the end of the day, this is what I think, and we'll get into it later on because it's just a quick video. Um, he landed in Puerto Rico with his friend. They appeared to be alone. Did they have dates set up with these women? I don't know. Did they meet them at like the club or a bar? That's definitely possible. Okay. Um, and the weekend ensued, right? So I don't really know. It didn't seem like they had much of a plan, but two guys just randomly plopping down into Puerto Rico for no apparent reason. The other thing is we saw the ladies check into a very nice resort. We saw the guys check into an Airbnb. I don't know, but we're going to get into it. So I'm just giving you guys a couple of things to think about. All my people who interested in that topic, we gonna talk about it. We gonna find out was someone cheating, or did someone just hook up for a weekend? Did they just make friends with two randoms? How did it go down? Right? Okay, and we're just gonna leave it at that. So we're gonna get into that, and let's see. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Asia. Good morning. I said hi to my gang stars already. Good morning. Live, Laugh, Love. Cece Monet. Natia. Good morning. Life with Jay. Good morning. India. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Bailey. How are you? Hey, V. Hey, sis. Good morning. All my sisses. Good morning. Tina Lachey, Pineapples, Boo Boo, Victoria Love. Good morning, sis. Good morning to everyone. Bonjour, E. Joseph. Bonjour. V, I think for the 2 times. Let's see. Everyone's talking to each other. That's wonderful. Asia, good morning. Bama Girl, good morning. Coco, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, Vicky, hey, Boo Boo. Good morning. Marsweeta, good morning. Um, Let's see. Tara, good morning, sis. All right, I think I said pure intentions. I see you, boo boo. Sorry about that, sis. I see you now. Good morning. All right, let's get into it. Okay. At the end of the day, um, I don't know. I have a lot of questions, and I know a lot, like you guys have. Let's take it this way. Everybody has different experiences, and I appreciate this is such a great topic, and I'm going to tell you why. Because everybody comes from a different place on this. Some people are very aware because they've been in the situation, they've had friends and family in the situation, they rescued people from the situation, they are professionals um in social work and in advocating, all of the things. And also, some of us are completely unaware. You heard about it, you're not even sure if you've seen it because oftentimes it can be right in your face, right? So at the end of the day, I really do want to listen to this live because it was quite interesting. It was really the interesting thing to me too is just the overall flavor and the happenings in the household when the camera's not on. And I don't know if Jasmine, just from a perspective of listening to her own video, watch your own video and hear how busy the house is with having 4 children who are in school, and just how they're navigating around the house, enjoying their life, talking to each other. Oftentimes, maybe when that camera is on, they know the camera is on and they know that they have to kind of be quiet. The camera's on, be on the best behavior. Jasmine was straight up cooking dinner and people were asking questions. Can I get cheese on my spaghetti? All of the things. And life was happening. And it didn't seem to be like any kind of, the kids were living their life. And that's how it should be. Because that's just my opinion. I do think that you want to have your house kind of a certain type of way. But at the end of the day, I mean, after a long day at being at school and coming home, you should be able to have some freedom. So anyway, let's get into it. Hopefully, we have the whole video. We're just gonna go ahead and just jump on in. Hopefully it's not gonna be, I'm not gonna have it too fast, but let's see what's going on here, okay? Um Let's get into it because let me move this. Now, that woman, do I want to have this? Let's see. Let's find something appropriate because I want to.
I wouldn't plan on coming back on live, but like I'm just saying, like what's what is the point? Sometimes negativity, that shit get draining. It can drain the fuck out of an individual, especially whenever it's hitting you back to back to back to back to back. It gets real draining, y'all. So when you try to get on here and try different routes, try not to be so focus on the negativity and shit.
Okay, so this is the beginning, guys. You know I'm going to make frequent stops, so we got to talk about this. So listen to let's get the timeline together, right? Almost 2 weeks ago, Jasmine, there's that video where she had like the nude leisure suit on. She had on like a sweatsuit or leisure suit. And she put that vlog up. That's the one where Chris was making the tacos, right? So I think that's the night that she went live. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the night that she went live on the panel over to the social intellect, right? We saw them in the video. They were drinking quite heavily that night. Do you recall? Okay. That was basically almost 2 weeks ago from this weekend. Am I right about that? Can y'all, can we get the timeline together? Because I think that it's interesting when alcohol is involved. It can be why Jayla K do a video with Latoya Forever ex-husband Adam. It just popped up. Interesting. We'll go take a look at it. I don't know. We'll take a look at it and see. Natia, can you send it to me on Instagram? And we'll talk about it this afternoon when we go to Jeremy's, because Jeremy's video literally is like 16 minutes. There really should be nothing to talk about because homie left us with a cliffhanger. There's nothing there. Also, you know what I would love to talk about too? Remember the interview Latoya did with Keisha? So I was, I don't know, it came up in my recommended. There was a video basically like whenever Latoya had finished the interview, I guess Keisha put her camera on to do like a post-interview wrap-up. That was interesting. So I think we did talk about the Keisha Latoya interview, but it was the after the interview situation. And I think she was pregnant with her last baby at the time. So Adam's channel will send now. Okay. So yeah. But yeah, I haven't watched Adam Ali's channel much. I saw, like when he first launched it after him and Latoya broke up, that whole thing. But yeah, we can talk about it later on when we go to Jeremy's. Okay. Are we sellouts? Okay, interesting. Okay. All right. We'll let you know. Good call out. Thank you for bubbling that up, and we will get into that. I'm gonna dip in and watch a little bit of that when we finish. But guys, the timeline on this. So allegedly, what Liv is alleging is that there was a situation. There's been situations, and there was a situation. There was a situation. So the night that Jasmine got on that panel, I don't know. I didn't really listen to the panel. I'm going to be honest because it was 7 hours. I listened to parts of it when Olivia reacted to it. We listened to that part. But was Jasmine drunk that night? Because I know her and Chris went live. I'm going to have to go back and do some due diligence on this. But apparently something happened. And this is the night that they fell out, Olivia and Jasmine, like unofficially, because Olivia was more than mad at the fact that Jasmine stayed on that panel. She overstayed for her friends' liking. And to me, I don't know. I just have a problem with you being mad at something I did that really doesn't affect you. Okay, maybe I ran my mouth a little bit too much and I've apologized 2 times, but it definitely seems like Olivia activated at that moment and was absolutely done with Jasmine and pretty much has been mishandling her ever since. And I'm just wondering, like, Jasmine, when are you going to wake up and stop allowing this one to treat you like a Rudy Poo, as your mom would say? Okay.
It's like nobody gives a fuck. But that shit's draining. It's
Good
draining.
morning.
Like,
Everyone hit the like button for me, please. Good morning.
It's like no matter what you do at the end of the day, is no one cares, really. If that makes sense. Nobody cares. They don't think about what they do when they do certain things. You know, I didn't want to get on here and speak on any negativity, you know, and then
Mama,
just tired.
Mama, you make a best. One day when I know how to blend
mentally
my hair, like
tired.
tiny. Yeah,
Are you trying to lick your hand?
I don't know if you can lick your hand.
And try different routes. Try not to be so, you know, focused on negativity and shit. It's like nobody gives a fuck. But that shit's draining. It's draining. Like, I wish people understand how draining that is, bro. It's like no matter what you do at the end of the day, is no one cares, really. If that makes sense. Nobody cares. They don't think about what they do when they do certain things, you know. I didn't want to get on here and speak on anything.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to just say this and period. Okay. Jasmine, if your man has not been putting hands on you, you have allowed this narrative for 2 years. Okay. If in fact what Jasmine says and you guys are tripping, y'all bugging, y'all making too much out of nothing. If in fact that what she says is true and nothing is going on, you have allowed your man to be drug across the YouTube streets for 2 years. You can't be mad that an opportunistic hog has decided that she's going to run with everybody else as she exits the chat with you and throws you up under the bus because maybe secretly, yes, she don't like you. And she's going to capitalize on the fact that CPS has probably been out to your house one too many times. And you talked my business. And now I'm really, really mad. And I'm going to let you know how I feel. And I'm going to help you get the kids taken. Okay? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how Jasmine allowed herself to be set up. And that's if what she says is going on with Chris is not what's really going on. Like, what we're seeing is not what we're seeing. And some people who may have had a past or a profession or something that makes them aware of signs of DV, she's saying, sis, that's not me. That's what she's saying. So we're going on the video. Okay, guys?
Negativity, you know, and then I guess I never understood the blocking thing. Like, if we're gonna go back and forth and talk, why would you block me? I don't get it. Like,
Jasmine, she blocked you the same reason why you block people on your chat, why you block people from your Instagram. Period. She blocked you because she don't fuck with you. She doesn't want to talk to you. And maybe she woke up one day and realized, I really don't like her. Because for someone to treat you the way they're treating you right now, yeah, don't be confused. Sis don't like you. Okay?
it's like you don't want me to say something, whatever. It's just, bro. I never, anybody can get on this bitch and say, did Jasmine get on there and say anything when she was previously live? Did y'all see me say anything Did I say anything when I was live? You know what? I went that route for a reason because I get tired of the negativity. I get tired of that shit. That shit draining mentally, physically, motherfucking draining. I don't want to deal with that shit. No, this ain't a motherfucking skit. No, like people keep saying it's a skit. No, I don't want to do this shit. I don't. I don't want to argue with nobody. I don't. Sometimes you gotta take a step back and say, damn, do I really got time for this? Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to continue doing this? Because then it's the same thing every time.
Jasmine doesn't seem to understand the correlation between stop going live or when you see how I'm live right now and I have a point and a purpose and a plan. No, I'm not saying you need to do reaction videos, but do you understand when you have a point, a reason, a purpose, aka a goal, and a plan? That keeps everything nice and organized. You guys are not going to mistake what I'm here for. Is that correct? A point, aka reason, a purpose, and a plan. The purpose might be I need to clock in and make some coin. And the plan is, hey, what am I going to talk about? Hey, I really want to tell my audience about some promos I have dropping, and I'd really love for them to support me. And did you guys have any questions about that hair? Oh, you guys have so many questions about these tape-ins. It's from so-and-so. It's from such and such. It's like if you want to elevate your channel, elevate your channel. Jasmine seems to think she's going to just tell people that she wants to put up some new content, doesn't put up the content, and is expecting her audience to be different when you come live and you're drunk. You got your belligerent ass gross boyfriend in our faces that we've been telling you to get out of our face for 2 years. And you don't seem to understand why you can't change the optics on your channel. Sis, we're not going to do it for you. We don't get your check. If you want to change the optics, you change the optics.
It's a motherfucking pattern. I don't want to do these patterns. I gotta do that. I realized I was still in it. I don't want to do these patterns, bro. Like, I'm tired of these fucking patterns. When I say patterns, hold on.
Girl, she was embracing all of her masculine energy, okay?
When I say patterns, y'all, I mean patterns. I'm tired of this shit. You know, like I say, I go to the source. I'm that type of person. If I got something to say, I'm gonna come to you. So if someone send me something and I gotta go look, I'm gonna go look my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Look, if I gotta see it, I'm gonna look and then I'm gonna address you directly. But then when we go back and forth in the messages and then you block me and then you don't want to pick up the phone, that's just, it's like, damn, like, what you want me to do, bro? Like, what do you want? I know y'all saying stuff in the chat. I'm not really paying attention, y'all, but I just be like, damn, what do you want from me? Bro, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what we're going through here as far as all this fucking shit. Like, you think I wanted to have problems and shit on YouTube with a friend? Fuck no. What the fuck I look like? I never want to have a problem with any motherfucking body on YouTube. You think y'all think just because I can come on here and talk to y'all for a bit that some shit don't bother me? The shit bothering me, especially when the police is at my house every fucking day since it happened. Or fucking CPS is at my house every fucking day since it happened. Nigga, I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just tired of this shit. Y'all can take it.
So meanwhile, just imagine the scene. She's live cooking in the kitchen and the kids are roaming around. I mean, literally her kitchen is in the center of the house. And she is having this conversation. I really don't know if Chris is home or not. I had a feeling Chris was home because she said something that I wasn't sure when she starts serving the spaghetti. Oh, Chris is over there, or Chris over there. She said it really fast, so I wasn't really sure if that's what she said or not, but we'll just keep going. But keep in mind, like we were talking about the timeline a couple of minutes ago, so let's roll back one step further. And good morning, everyone coming in. Don't forget to hit the like button for me, please, so we can go ahead and break this all the way down. So the negativity started almost 2 weeks ago with the whole Amaya Pop Rockets thing. What's going on in Amaya's mouth? Was it Pop Rockets? Is there some sort of situation going on? That was something that happened, and it was very kind of like what's going on with that, right? Then it's the Jasmine and Chris are home. It's close to YouTube payday. So it was the Friday before YouTube payday. Was that 2 weeks ago now? And they were filming a video, and Jasmine takes it on herself. I guess maybe Chris fell asleep or she just had nothing better to do. She's trolling the YouTube streets, and she's watching a conversation happening about her, and she decides it's a good idea to call in to confront people to find out why they don't like her. What Jasmine has to realize, see, like, girl, who cares? These people don't know you. They don't know you. And I don't understand why she thinks she's going to go to someone else's panel and conduct a damn focus group and try to change hearts and minds. At the end of the day, there's people who don't like you because of you. They don't like you because of Chris. They don't like you because you're a single mother. They don't like you because of Philip. There is too many opportunities out here to please people and to disdain people. Why this woman thinks it's a good idea to try to understand why people don't like her, that just says a lot about her, unfortunately, because she really shouldn't care. In this social media thing, let me tell you, some of the most positive people are going to have people who absolutely love them and absolutely hate them. When you have people who are indifferent about you, guess what that is? Yeah, nobody's watching. They don't feel any types of way. Okay?
Yeah, how it is, but person gets tired, bro. That shit's draining. It's draining because it's like, bro, stop doing. I hate motherfuckers that do this, bro. Like, what is the point of going to social media? Only reason I'm here is because then you block me and you won't pick up the phone. I go directly to people.
Thanks, Gig.
No hesitation. I'm a direct person. I go straight to you. Go straight to the source. Because I feel like if I go to the source, then there's no, this person said this person said that. I'm going to come to you directly. I'm not going to go to Instagram and drop some shit. I don't give a fuck about what nobody really says. You know, if you're my friend or if you're my sister, anything genuinely, you wouldn't get on here and start doing this shit and start posting bullshit on Instagram. I ain't got time for that, bro. And then you block me. Like that's what gets me is that you block me, bro. What's the point of blocking me? Like, what are you trying to prove?
Because she doesn't like you, Jasmine. She doesn't like you. Like, she's done with you. Like, that's what that means. She's done with you. Do you see how Jasmine is clueless as to the relationship is over? Do you hear how she doesn't really get it? So when Olivia says she's had this conversation with her, what conversation is she talking about? Because Jasmine doesn't seem to understand that you're done. What you've been telling us about, don't talk to me about that lady. You know, all for the past week, you have been talking like, I mean, she hasn't directly been talking trash, but it's kind of like we got the message, like the friendship is over. Why is it that Jasmine on a Wednesday night still doesn't get why she's blocked and why that Olivia isn't messing with her? Probably from the night of the panel. Olivia is mad at her because of the panel. I don't know what the repercussions of the panel were and why it made her so mad above and beyond anything else. Jasmine sat and did a whole interview on a different reactors channel, I don't know, 8 months ago, a year ago. I don't even remember when it was, but has everybody forgotten that? Jasmine sat up there for like, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. And I mean, is this the first time that Jasmine has messed up going over to reactors? Did you think that Olivia was still your friend when she went over to the reactor channel that you seem to say that you have the most problem with because she made Chrissy cry and all of the things? Like, she's going to talk about that in a second. So if you don't know, Liv made an appearance in the chat over at Sofa Time Talks with Kels, Podcasting Bay. I mean, Jasmine, how many different ways does she need to tell you? And see, what confuses Jasmine is that Olivia says silly stuff like, she was making me want to go jump in the car. Olivia, you're going to jump in the car to go to the bar, sis. You're not going anywhere but down to that bar. Your mom is out of town. The baby's not there. you are going to run over to that bar and handle the business that you love to handle. Okay. That's what Olivia's getting ready to do. She's not driving to no damn Austin. She doesn't have a car that could take her to Austin, and she don't have money to take herself to Austin, and she's not going to Austin. Olivia is going to go down to that bar. Do you understand me? And go pick up whoever's to be picked up.
Like, what do you want? No, what do you want me to do?
Okay. My opinion.
I'm shit gets drained, bro. I'm trained with this shit. I think I'm playing, but I'm really drained out by this. This shit's draining. I got other shit to worry about. I got kids. Our power keeps going on and off. I got other stuff to worry about.
Her power keeps going on and off.
You know, I don't want to be on here on YouTube going back and forth with anybody.
Oh, the snowstorm.
Damn, they're not even a person that's my friend. I damn sure don't want to do that, bro. So I took a different route.
I heard it.
I did. Just out of this shit, bro. I didn't say shit. Like I said, I didn't say shit about anybody in my previous live stream. That I don't feel like anything. I don't feel like I said anything in my previous live stream that may have someone thinking that I'm talking about them or being rude. I kept it strictly about me, bro. Strictly about me. You know what I'm saying? People don't think about everything else. They think about, they're not thinking about what something might do to affect others. I'm just blocking shit, bro. I don't. Y'all might think a different way, but I just feel like if someone has something to say to me directly, and you want to.
So a couple of things. So Jasmine's confused at the way Olivia's handling her, right? She's like, why are you handling me? Like, why did you block me? Just call me direct, text me. I'm tired of texting at this point. Let's talk on the phone. Olivia's done with you. When you sat on that panel for the second time, when you sat on another reaction panel, and because at the time she went to another place, guys, and if you know about it, you know about it. Someone I'm sure in the chat can get you up to speed, but at the end of it, I'm just gonna say Jasmine went to another panel, and this person had aligned themselves with Zolo bands and drug her for weeks, months, I don't know, long time. Long time. This person is no friend. This, not that any of the reactors are friends of Olivia, but this is not the first time that Jasmine has appeared on a reaction channel. Okay. So this was either the second, could be the third. We know that she appears in comments periodically, but at the end of the day, this was not the first time that she went somewhere where someone has either drug Olivia or spoke negative on Olivia or spoke how they felt, whatever, did reactions. Okay. Olivia was done. Was she warranted to be done? But I guess she's just done. She's done. So Jasmine sounds very much confused. She doesn't understand why Olivia is treating her this way, but she's done, Jasmine. Okay, she's done.
Whatever. Why, don't block me. Let's talk. Let's talk.
She's
like
done.
Adults. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's fucking annoying, bro. Like people get tired of this shit. I don't feel nobody say that shit's draining to me. Hate beefing, hate doing all that shit, bro.
Good question. I don't know what they were doing.
I'm like mentally drained with this shit. Call it what you want. Call it a reaction. Call it whatever. I'm fucking drained, bro. Because I am. I have every right to get on here. I'm drained. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. I am drained. Because I'm a motherfucking human. I am drained with this. I don't know what the fuck is coming. Like, of course she know. I mean, I told her, like, what's going on? Like, bro, they motherfuckers calling people to my house and shit. Like, this shit's annoying. Like, it's draining. I've not once got on here and disrespected her. I don't know. I don't understand what was the purpose of the post and stuff. Everybody, like, once it's like you can't go back from it. You already posted it, so if you delete it, who gives a fuck? You block it, I'm still see it regardless because they're gonna still send it to me. Like, what's crazy?
I mean, it is interesting. Why hasn't Olivia just said, Jasmine, like really and truly, I wish you well, and I just can't continue to support this friendship for many
You know what's
different
crazy? I just
reasons.
don't have a problem
Why
with
why she hasn't
her.
communicated with
Never
her?
did.
Like, let's not
Like
make
everybody,
this ugly and drag it across the YouTube streets. Let's just let bygones be bygones, and let's just fade away like ladies.
kept saying it was a beef between us. No, and I don't have a problem. I have no reason to have a problem. You know, I've been kind of just. Oh my god, I'm cooking too. Kind of been just, trying to stay focused, steer from every negativity. I'm not talking about this shit that's going on in general. I'm just saying shit gets draining. Y'all don't think that shit get draining? I feel like I got hit back to back. You be real? I got hit back to back with negativity. It was like one thing after another, bro. Like, y'all don't think that shit is draining? Like, y'all don't think that shit is draining as fuck. Like, I'm drained. Bitch is drained. So you damn right. I'm gonna take a motherfucking break. If I gotta come back after, either way it goes, it's like I'm gonna come back and post regardless. This is my source of income. This is my job. No one's gonna stop me from doing my job. You know what I'm saying? This is my job. But I am drained. So like all these people, the real reason is to show my face. That's the real reason why I went live. All these people calling fucking the police and that shit, bro.
So, Jasmine, people are calling the police because your friend, your ex-friend, who hasn't bothered to tell you she's not your friend anymore, is telling people that she was so worried about you that people were worried that you were in a Brooklyn basement, okay? All right? She had people worried about you. Look, Jasmine, again, and I'm prefacing this for everyone who just came in. Jasmine saying there's nothing here, guys, that nothing's going on. And I know that that's a sign and people cover and all of those things, but she says there's nothing going on, right? But Olivia, this is how diabolical Olivia could actually be. At the end of the day, if Jasmine says nothing is really going on, what you think you're seeing, yeah, maybe there's more to this story, but it's not what you're thinking, okay? Let's just say the fact that she is using this to tell people that Jasmine is in a domestic situation at her house, it's like, are you just doing this to create beef and drama? Like, it doesn't make sense that someone would ring the alarm like this, but it makes sense if Olivia is really, really, really mad. And I do think Olivia is really, really, really mad. Jasmine has fucked up a couple of times. This is the second time she's sat on a panel with a reactor. Now, she sits there, she trauma dumps to Olivia. Olivia's going through things. Olivia says she can't get a word in edgewise because Jasmine is always talking and dumping on her, and she doesn't get a chance to express herself. So how long has it been since this has been going on that you're just now figuring out that Jasmine is not someone you can talk to? So why are you sticking around with a friend who's not a friend to you? But now all of a sudden you're going to dump her, and then you're going to go out like basically trashing her when you know that she didn't really mean to speak on you. And I mean, did she say anything devastating? I guess she didn't want Olivia talking about her, and she felt like Olivia stayed on the panel too long. But what else?
That's just annoying. It's draining. The whole fucking police trying to come out here and shit again. It's a whole goddamn ice storm over here slipping inside down the road. Bro, y'all doing too much. Stalking my motherfucking house. Ooh, shit's crazy.
She made it seem like there was getting ready to be like.
Yeah.
She made it seem like it was a dire emergency over at Jasmine's house. Did she not?
On the counter, I'm cooking. I don't got no tripod over here.
They're probably like, look, hey, police, or hey, CPS. There's a lady who's on the internet. She's crying. She's talking about her best friend. They got into an argument. She's crying. She said that her best friend who I know to be my Jazzy Life, Jasmine Dukes, was in a very bad situation last night and no one's heard from her on the internet. She goes live incessantly and she hasn't shown up to the YouTube streets. So now everybody is talking about it. Everybody is worried. We don't know if a crime has happened. Can you please go check on her?
Tried to be the person that just say, you know what, Jazz?
Could
Just
Olivia
let it
really
go.
be that
Let
evil?
bullshit go. I really and truly tried that. I tried to just like, you know, just forget it, ignore it. You know, it is what it is. Ignore the stuff. You know, just whenever I come directly to you, the source, you know, of everything, I expect you to at least talk about it. You know, not really talk about it. Kind of just be like, all right, you know what, I shouldn't. You right. That was a bit extreme. You didn't even say shit in your live stream, so let me just go ahead and handle this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't say shit in my live stream to make anybody feel like I'm trying to attack them. I mean, I could be wrong. Y'all comment, let me know. I'm gonna look at the comments in a minute. As soon as I finish draining this meat, my mind's all over the place. As soon as I finish draining this spaghetti, y'all let me know in the comments. Did I say anything that y'all feel like may have offended anybody? Because that was never my intention to come on here and speak about anybody.
Girl, India.
You didn't speak on her on your live. Wow, I didn't speak on anybody. You know, all I said was that I let stuff. I've been writing shit down, shit that bothers me, shit that's even good. I write it down. And you know, let that shit just ride. I don't see nothing wrong with that. And everyone,
because she says she's journaling, Olivia was offended. Does Olivia not know how to spell or what's going on? Like, why would she be offended that Jasmine has her own journal? Look, I do my opinion. I think that Olivia is an abuser. Olivia was very nasty to her husband. And we watched that relationship and how nasty and how gaslighting and all of those things, all of the scenarios that she put out there and was proven time after time to be a liar. And there's got to be a very good reason why Olivia is not live right now talking about Gerard for the 155th time. Okay? There's got to be a reason. I don't know if it's the gag order or it was a strong reprimand in the court that you shall not talk about these kids' father, or else we're going to weigh that in our future decisions regarding you and your kids, because there can't not be a reason why a woman who is addicted to throwing this man and his fiance under the bus and talking crap about them or talking in circles about the exact same thing over and over and over again is not. Okay. So here we go. Jasmine. Now she's on I'm going to, Jasmine activated that narcissistic energy in Olivia. And now Olivia is basically gaslighting Jasmine. Jasmine says on a stack of Bibles, and I know what the professionals are like, abusers protect abusers, but there are people on the YouTube streets that will have people convinced of something that is not true. Okay, there are people that will take one thing and make it into another thing, and people think it's a thing. Because I'm not even going to speak on it at this moment, but I personally have had people make up a lie about me on the YouTube streets, and you cannot tell people on the YouTube streets that it's not true. You can't even tell them it's not true. They believe what these people will say. So Olivia is over here co-signing a very large consensus of people who have been triggered by Chris since the minute that he walked out here. Now, like I said last night, I'm not disputing Chris. Chris is a complete jerk. And he's not likable, and he gives bum energy and lots of different things, right? Jasmine also suffers from severe allergies. You can tell by her damn nostrils. Her nostrils don't look like, oh, I was just born this way. That woman suffers from severe allergies. Do you not see her face is swollen, but maybe her face is swollen because she's got sinusitis. Maybe she's got bronchitis. She said she's been to a doctor. She said that she was prescribed medicine. Last week, she said that the line was around the corner and couldn't get in. So she went and bought some Benadryl. That's not going to help. She's beyond Benadryl. She needs a damn inhaler and prescription drugs. She's got Look, I don't know what's going on with this woman. She says that she's not sleeping. I mean, it's a lot of the different signs of puffiness in the face, swelling, dark circles, all of these things, can be explained. Now, does Jasmine have a black eye? Is she recovering from a black eye? I don't know. And I don't know that we're ever going to know. If she is, if she was, she's not telling. But in this video, she says she didn't have a black eye. And it's one thing, like, you want to try to protect people and you want to identify what the signs are and that people will deny certain things. But at the end of the day, sometimes people are telling the truth. And me personally, I'm going to go in this case, even though both of these women lie, like to finesse and tell stories, I'm going to go with the one that I think probably tells the least amount of lies, because her kids are actually at risk right now. So would she lie to protect her neck from losing her kids? Absolutely. Um, it's really, this is a very complicated situation, no matter how you look at it. I just keep going back to, and I think everyone else is too, Olivia in the bathroom yesterday. Okay, Chris spit on Jasmine. Why are you telling people that you were afraid that like basically almost like the police needed to be there, but you're not going to call them? So you activated the YouTube streets, and whoever's calling, you said you spoke to her mother. You've got people calling different agencies, probably from CPS to calling the police to all of these things. And now it's additional occurrences. And when there's smoke, there's fire. And I wonder, like, are you trying to have her kids taken away?
And of course, I'm gonna address the shit in the comments about my eyes being black. Of course, I'm gonna address that. Like, look.
No,
of course.
SP. She's just constantly repeating herself. No.
And that's the thing. I'm not going back and forth. People keep saying that everybody looking for me to go back and forth. I'm not going back and forth for nothing. I'm just tired of people just making it stop talking about me, bro. I'm so irritated. It gets annoying whenever somebody you fucking know, bro. That shit really fucks with me, bro. I try to be the bigger person and not get on YouTube and handle shit. I try in certain situations. Unless the time. Oh, that's TV.
So she said she didn't have a black eye. And is Chris roughing her? Girl, I don't know. But why did Olivia take it to the YouTube streets? Is there a reason for that? Isn't calling her mom enough? And does it make sense to activate the YouTube streets? Why couldn't she just call herself? She's got the address. She drove right to Jasmine's driveway. If you're afraid that you're going to call and your friend, like, make it make sense. Like, if you're like, don't talk to me about that lady, and you're so concerned, it doesn't match up. Don't talk to me about this lady, and now you're crying. Doesn't make sense. And I wanted her to hear me. So people were saying in the live yesterday that Jasmine, it's like the only way you can get through to her is through the internet. That's all she cares about. I would, not to get Tiara involved, but I wonder if that's the case. Like, maybe that's what it's built on for you two, because you two have an internet friendship. I mean, at the end of the day, Jasmine really needs to have some friendships outside of YouTube, and she needs to separate herself from work. Do you understand? You know how some people are way too immersed in the culture from work? All your friends revolve around work. All the people at work know your business. That's not a good thing to happen. Jasmine, you work here. You work here, you've befriended everybody here, you got everybody up in your kitchen every night while you're cooking them nasty ass dinners. You got everybody knowing exactly what may or may not be going on with your boyfriend. You come to us when his car allegedly gets stolen. Like, you come to us with everything. You came to us to show us because you were so happy and proud that you had a man, that you put roses and flowers and money on a bed for a man 2.5 years ago. Like, stop injecting the internet into. You've taken us to the bathroom, sis. You sat on the toilet and took a whole entire crap. I'm surprised we have not taken a bath with Jasmine. She had us in the shower with her the day before yesterday, doing her self-care routine. Would you take your complete and total life off the internet and just make your damn videos and have a point, a purpose, and a plan when you come live? I'm not saying Jasmine shouldn't go live, but if you're coming live, why are you live? And stick with that and have a plan around it, execute it, and jump the hell off. Being on live for hours and hours and hours and allowing people to see the inner workings of your private home is foolish, especially someone who is on the frequent flyer list at CPS, okay?
I get 5. I don't like hot. Mommy,
If I move, this is hot. This is hot. Move.
I want spaghetti. What spaghetti? Yummy.
Yeah, she's gonna start. She's getting madder and madder. It's this weekend. It's something's gonna pop off. She said so to this sis Dana. She said she did not have her tripod, and she was laying the phone down. So I guess rather than laying the phone up so we could see light, she just laid it down. And you know what? Honestly, it's actually. Jasmine has so much going on in her damn house. Honestly, I can hear her better not seeing the damn shit show going on around her kitchen because it's too much stimuli to see all of that nonsense and the making of the bad food. It gets to girl, it activates my ADD. Okay, I can't. I can't. Mm-mm.
I'm not dreaming this the most crazy way because
I can definitely buy that, Erica. Verbal, financial. Does he shove and push her around? Possibly. Yeah. I mean, I can definitely get with that. Is he full on? I mean, I hope not. You know what I'm saying? I hope not. So tears were she probably just glad to get a break. And make no mistake, Tiara wasn't messing with any of these women. When Jasmine was friendly with Chrissy, if you guys remember, Tiara disappeared because Tiara did not. I don't know that she didn't like Chrissy. I just think that Tiara came on one day and said, "You're gonna know who your real friends are," and she disappeared for a long while. And when Chrissy and Jasmine finally ended friendship, Tiara moseyed on back. Okay. I don't know if Tiara says she hadn't not been around, but Tiara says she's been in the bushes. Okay. She said that yesterday because I think some people said, "Well, Tiara, where have you been?" And because we haven't seen you in the chats, and she's like, "I'm always in the chat." She's like, she said basically she's been in the bushes, and she says that she will DM Jasmine. So maybe sometimes when Jasmine is sitting up there on her computer, you definitely saw a good example of it yesterday evening, the first live that Jasmine did when she was typing. She was talking to Tiara. She's not going to send Jasmine notes in the chat. She's sending Jasmine on her instant message on her computer.
no, it's these control settings and shit. About black eye. What? Oh, what's that talking about? All I'm saying is that, you know what? I can't control what other people do on their platforms. I want to control what I do. I can't suggest like, bro, leave it alone. Like now, I'm like, I'm done. I can truly, really and truly try. You know, I got respect for a lot of people. Still to this day, sometimes some people. I mean, over the time, some people lost respect, but like it's just too much.
When she's talking about, I have a respect for a lot of people, but now over time, I've lost some. Who are you talking about? Like, is she talking about people on the YouTube streets? Like, I'm just going to say this. They don't care. At the end of the day, Jasmine, these people don't know you and you don't know them. You have to care more about yourself. If you see that a certain thing that you're doing does not work for you, like remember how Dr. Phil used to say, well, how's that working for you? It's not working for you. It's not working for you. Do you understand? It's not working. If this model of you going live, it does not work for you. You have too much going on in your household and you have divulged too much about your personal life. You have a man that you have tried to shove down everyone's throat for the past 2.5 years. People don't like him. They don't like him. They don't like, whether they love you or not, they see how he clowns you and it makes people feel uncomfortable. You display a lot of the checklist of items of women who are dealing with domestic abuse situations, and it gets people hyper aware and nervous. They are concerned about the kids and they're concerned about you. And if you feel like you need people to get up off you and stop being so concerned about that, then you have to do something about it. Like, she doesn't seem to get that.
Bro. So yeah, I'm a little irritated because I'm just like, bro, what is the point of putting that on your story? I didn't say shit about you.
Because she's done with you, Jasmine.
Publicly. Okay. Like that shows me a lot. I'm not, that's not showed me a lot on certain things. Now it's about publicly. Okay.
Let me go back to 1534 really quick, just to hear where she says, I'm not sure if this is where.
I'm like rating this the most crazy because
girl, I don't know. Let's just keep going.
It wasn't about anything. My life was more so about what's happening. Like, people kept asking where
Look, let me see. So she's saying she's got tired mommy eyes. Maybe she hasn't been sleeping well. I don't know if Chris works overnight and she doesn't like to sleep when he's not home. I don't really know.
Oh, damn it, I should have.
Did you have cheese to it?
Yes.
Mommy, I can't eat it. I can't even do this. I can't take it live.
We're gonna skip ahead some because, guys.
I'm not saying
Mommy, I get to eat. I
don't care about any of that.
Mommy, thank you for the food skin.
You're welcome. I don't care about any of that other stuff.
Wasn't that sweet? Her daughter said thank you for the food. Isn't that sweet?
I think is Instagram posting this stuff and posting this. That's not helping me. That's my thing. This whole stuff is not helping me. Okay, like you're saying that you're my sister and everything, and you're doing this. That's not.
Jasmine, have you been offline completely? Are you aware that your sister contract was broken with damn Olivia? Olivia is not sisters with you anymore. Okay. Did she say? She did not say Olivia was lying. She did not say that. Girl, let me tell you something, Virgo Diva. I have no idea what these two are up to. Jasmine needs to actually, it's unfortunate. Like I said, I'm just gonna go back to the beginning. Do you guys remember Jasmine was hop, skipping, jumping because she was getting ready to get some sausage? Do you remember Chris's birthday? And she made up the bed and she put all her little purchases on the bed with $80. She was skipping through the house in a negligee, filming herself. Girl, he was making her feel all kinds of free. That dick must have been good to her. She put the camera on. She set it in the hallway. She was on slow motion. She dressed up that bed. She was so happy that he was coming through for his birthday. You would have thought it was her birthday. And she has been shoving him down our throat ever since. Okay? Jasmine is, this guy, nobody liked him. And nobody still don't like him for lots of different reasons. And he's a jerk. He is a jerk. He's awful. He's bad for business. She should have taken him off her channel a long time ago. I don't know if her and Chris talk a certain type of way to each other. I don't know. You said cracking up at this commentary. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to keep it light, and I'm not trying to I don't want to make fun of her situation. I'm just trying to clear the air for all of us common sense folk at why this isn't making sense. Some people see it very clearly, and they're seeing it very clearly as there's a problem, and the problem is either DV, and or the problem is a narcissistic weirdo ass friend that is going out guns blazing because you fucked with her the wrong way and the long way by talking about her children, by your man commenting on her son and what he would do, and basically shaming her for not bringing Christian to the football situation, and basically taking Gerard's side. All of it. Yeah, Olivia's done with you, Jasmine. You showed up on two too many panels, and she legit is done with you. If you don't know why you're blocked, it's because she's done. She doesn't trust you. You don't have the YouTube streets girl code. You don't get it. On YouTube, don't fuck with you're my best friend on YouTube streets, yet we don't mess with each other's enemies. That's why she went over to Podcasting Bay's channel. Okay? She knows that Podcasting Bay's channel bothers you because that's where Chrissy went when she exited the chat with you. So, of all the channels she could go to, that's where she goes. You think? Come on now. Jasmine, you don't need to stop being confused. Stop trying to think. Stop everybody out here. And I said this last week. Stop calling random people, even a best friend, your sister. They're not your sister. Because no matter what, your sister has your blood. And no matter how mad you get, sis will always be around. You and sis have the same mother. Jasmine, Jasmine's not going to always be around. Olivia, you've seen Jasmine twice in 3 years. Maybe twice in 3.5 years. You don't know her like that. Okay. You don't know her like that. And Jasmine, you don't know her like that. Stop giving titles. Stop giving elevated titles. Stop calling boyfriends husbands, and stop calling randoms boyfriends. Okay. Just because you screw someone every night, that doesn't make them your boyfriend. And just because someone has a key to your house doesn't make them your man. And just because he might throw you a couple of bucks to pay some bills doesn't mean you need to be calling him hubby. Stop elevating people's titles to make you feel better. Jasmine, you had no business calling a woman like Olivia a sister, because she's not. There's some things that sisters won't do, and what Olivia has done, that's something a sister would not do. Okay? Now there are some, but most would never do this. Okay? Never. They'll throw you under the bus to the family, but they're not going to put you in a position to ring an alarm for your internet community to be so worried about what's going on with you that you've got people calling the police to send them to your house because she basically was concerned that there could be a situation at the house. That doesn't make sense, especially when she says she didn't have a black eye. Did she ever say that Chris did not harm her or that Chris wasn't roughing her up or whatever the case might be. No, she did not. I don't know what goes on between those two, but I know I heard Jasmine specifically say that she likes to push arguments to the limit. And it just made me think that they like to fight each other. Okay. That they get down with each other. And yes, Chris is a man and he shouldn't put his hands on her. But Jasmine is very much in her masculine energy. I don't know what the testosterone level is over there, but Jasmine gives bro vibes. And I just think that Jasmine can probably very much argue a point. And I don't know how they get down over there. It doesn't justify harming a woman in a house with a kid or kids rather. You know, um, but at the end of the day, we wouldn't know about all this. People wouldn't have so much feelings about this if you hadn't been trying to once again shove this man down our throats, wear fugazi ass cocktail rings, and pretend like you are engaged to someone that you're not. You know, if you feel a way about being 32 with 5 kids or 31, whatever it is, if you feel a way about being in your big 30s with 5 children, living with a man and playing middle class married couple on the block, then you need to think about how you got there. Think about the decisions that you made. And every day that you continue to make that decision is a day that Chris really doesn't ever have to marry you. And why on earth would you want to marry someone who is not carrying their weight around the house? I mean, clearly you don't want to work, but you have dealt with people over the years who make you work real hard. Why is it that, there's plenty of women who decide they wake up one day, they don't want to work. They want to have a life of leisure, and they navigate towards men who have that same sort of principle, that either they make enough and they are going to take care of their woman. They're going to take care of their household, and they're going to handle the business at the house. So their lady can be at home managing the household and the kids and can kind of do what she wants to do. Right. If that's not the case, sis, that's not the case. And it doesn't sound like that's the case over there. You want to be this stay at home mom, but apparently Chris isn't paying any bills over there. Okay. Okay, Erica, soft life. Some people, like, I don't know, that's a whole nother conversation. And we can definitely talk about that this weekend. But because I have a friend, actually, she's been here before. Her channel's called Naturally Fashionable. And she gets a lot of flack for soft life. You know what I mean? Like, people, I don't know if they're mad at the options. I don't know if they're mad at, I don't really have to do anything. I manage my household. I take care of my husband. But I trust him to pay bills and things like that, and whatever. I don't know what Jasmine thinks she has going on. I think Jasmine likes to portray that she's got this guy who goes to work and is managing a household with her. But I think there are some secrets there. Olivia divulged that there have been some situations. She's witnessed some situations. They made her feel uncomfortable. But I'm just trying to figure out why 2 weeks after Jasmine went on the panel that she's still not clear that you two are not friends. Jasmine can't be that slow. That's why I keep going back to, like, have they been talking on the phone? Have they been? So the Saturday that they went on the panel, fast forward to last Saturday or last weekend, she said that she talked to Jasmine. She had to put the phone down and she was so worried. Like, what? I don't get it. Like, it just sounds like Olivia has been done, but why is Olivia still getting on the phone with her? After she ended the friendship, why are you still picking up the phone? Jasmine even sounds like, I still don't understand this, bro. I don't understand why you're taking this to the internet. I don't know. I mean, Jasmine, she's not your friend anymore. I don't think she gets it. I want to see. So now Olivia said that there were some voice messages I don't know. So there is some talk about Olivia recording Jasmine. Is Olivia above recording receipts? I don't think so. I think Olivia knows how to play the games on the YouTube streets. And Olivia collecting, obviously if you have a personal message thread with people, obviously that's going to stick around, right? You don't have to delete that every single time you finish talking, but I don't know if she has been recording conversations like FaceTimes and things like that. I don't know. I don't know that I heard her say that. Um these extended lives that she's been doing, these 3-hour crazy lives. Yeah, I haven't really stuck around for all of those. I just can't. Like, it's a waste of my time. And she looks so ridiculous. She looks like she's doing some sort of performance art. I don't get it. So it's just such a complicated situation. So Jasmine has this backup. She says a lot of different things. I mean, at the end of the day, I really did just like the way I felt, because I listened to the whole thing, the way I felt, I do. She says, I don't have a black eye. So, to you guys' point, did she ever say, Chris never put his hands on me? No. Okay. She did not say that. I think that at a certain point, if she's saying, I'm okay, when do we have to take the I'm okay? And CPS came, they took the story. The kids are clearly at the house. We don't know if Chris is at the house or not. Is Chris at the hotel? Is Chris not home? Is Chris gone? Is Daddy gone? I don't know. Would Olivia orchestrate a situation? Do you think she's on Section 8? Hips will not marry her. Unc comes from too many free benefits. Section 8 industrial girl, period. They would lose a lot of money, right? But V and anyone, tell me this. This guy came into the scene. He came in October. Was it 2020, right? Did he come in during the pandemic? He came in October, maybe 2020. I don't remember. It was his birthday, right? And then by the next birthday, they were getting ready to have Stinkabug. Okay. So Jasmine got pregnant very quickly into this relationship. This is my point. When Chris came in, Jasmine was just getting some papers from CPS. Do you guys remember? I'll bubble up that video where she got the letters and she showed them to everybody, and it listed everybody's government name. And it said, in the case of this, that, and the third, you are cleared. No wrong. She just got the letter in the mail and she goes, I want to show you guys. Da, 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 da. And this guy opted in for this. And I don't know if Chris is just used to, ghetto moms, people who have a certain type of situation going on at their house. But Jasmine really doesn't display her best on the internet. She loves coming on here talking about the worst, her CPS, her food stamps. She talked about a night she was asleep. The police came into the house because one of the kids allegedly opened up the door. I mean, there's been so much shenanigans going on at this woman's house. Chris entered into the chat on some CPS charges that were looming about her. I was thinking to myself, how is this guy sticking around? How can you sleep at night? Most men, and I'm just going to say black men at this point, but I'm just going to say most men, period. But what black man is sitting around a house where law enforcement is constantly coming through? Okay? Most men don't want to be in a home where law enforcement is constantly knocking on the damn door. So Chris entered into dating Jasmine with CPS coming to the house. I would have just imagined for most self-respecting men, they would have been like, you know what? It's nice meeting you, but I'll see you next time. Like, how? He's been dealing with this since she entered. Like, I don't know if he dealt with her because he thought like, oh, she got a lot going on here. I can just blend right on in. she's a certain type of way, and she keeps CPS over here, so I can just blend in with the bullshit. And maybe she gets maybe she has a card, maybe these kids get a check. I can just kind of blend right on in. The father's in prison. Yeah, I used to play ball with him. It's just so weird. It's very, very strange. um if I were Jasmine today, she better stop. He needed shelter, he needed a bed, and they made a relationship out of it. Jazz lured that man in with promises, money, success, and material things. Shonda, I'm gonna say first, she lured him in with Putty Cat. Okay, all right. Guys with no apartments and no money and no swag, no vehicle, yeah, they don't get that. So Jasmine was hot and horny. Chrissy had just got with Strangler Bay, and she was all too ready to be booed up because her friend was booed up. Okay. Chrissy was booed up on the low with Rod, and she got booed up with Chris like the next day. Okay. She had to have, because Chrissy had someone, she had to have someone. Okay. He's an opportunist. She does not require anything from, she doesn't need anything. You know what she needs? She needs to be fed. She needs, and I'm not even convinced that she loves sausage. Let me tell you something. I think that Jasmine could go without sausage and be happy jumping right into that lady pond. Okay. I don't think she cares about sausage, but it does, she needs that oxytocin release from having that skin to skin, that body to body contact. And she gets that from him. Okay. As far as anything else, does she need him? He probably throws her a couple of bucks. He comes home. He's good company, and now he's the father of one of her kids. So she created a situation where she feels like she needs him. Really and truly, she does not, because he's not adding any value to the home. The knock to the house is that he doesn't even bring a good reputation. He is so gross that he has a bad reputation just on sight. People saw Chris and were like, oh, hell no. But I'm thinking to myself, did you expect Jasmine to get Dr. Jones? This is the woman who has CPS at her house every other week. This is the woman who is being accused of food stamp fraud. This is the woman whose mom handles her money. Okay? Like, who did you think that she was gonna, like, anyone in the chat? You got a son that just graduated with his MBA. You were you gonna co-sign your son going over there to date Jasmine? This is who Jasmine could get. This is what she was qualified for. A guy coming through with a bag of hats and grocery and his shit in a grocery bag. That's what she was getting. He didn't have a job. He didn't have anything. And, Chris elevated. He got a job. He got a car. He may be working on his credit, all of those things. So Chris was opportunistic in this situation with Jasmine, even though he had to deal with 4 kids. And then, not being a responsible man, as someone who doesn't even take care of his own daughter, decided to put another baby in the mix. So he sat up there with no protection and made another baby with a mentally fragile woman who needs constant reassurance from someone who only pretends like they love her. Okay. And I'm talking about a man and a woman, because at the end of the day, Jasmine, how could you think that Olivia is your friend? She's a friend to no one. She's a friend to no one. She's not even a friend to herself. But you think she's going to be loyal to you? She sells that loyalty mumbo jumbo just to get people to do what she wants them to do and give them the thought that she's loyal. She's not loyal. She wants your loyalty. She wants you to do for her. She wants you to activate. She wants you over there doing the robot. She wants you over there sitting and spinning. And when you went and got on a reactors panel again, didn't have her back again, she's mad. She's done with you. And she's setting you up to look stupid. And because you are, You're falling for it. You're coming live. You don't have a purpose, a plan. Okay? You're just coming on live because you want to clock in and get the money. And now you're looking stupid. You went live and you sat there with your hair pulled back. You sat there like, hey, everybody, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? Girl, people are talking about you getting dragged up and down the YouTube streets with a black eye, sis. And you want to know what we who are in functional, healthy relationships are doing for Valentine's Day? We are getting fucked, okay? We're jumping in the bed, buying lingerie, going out to dinner, eating chocolates, celebrating. We are Black History Month thing. We are doing all the things. What are you doing over there? What are you doing, ma'am? We're celebrating love. What are you doing? Like, are you kidding me? Like, that was the frustrating thing to me when I started watching her live yesterday. I was like, girl, what in the, you asking us about Valentine's Day? Girl, we checking in with you about the damn police. What's going on? She's trying to make it sound like she doesn't know what we're talking about. Like, who's doing the gaslighting here? That's what makes me feel like, damn, is this a fucking skit or you guys really just all this dumb? Like, what is going on here? Why is everybody playing? Jasmine, can't you get up and stand up and say, my man is not beating me? Is it possible for you to just say that? I mean, I believe that Jasmine does have very bad sinuses, and I think her face is probably swollen from untreated bronchial infection, sinus infection. She got something going on back there. She doesn't get enough air. Her nostrils look like damn water hoses. It's awful. I don't even know if she ever picked up her medicine. She said she had a prescription. She said the line was too long. She went and got some damn Benadryl. It's like, sis, you need a prescription. What are you doing? So she can't stand up. Like, just if you can say you don't have a black eye, why don't you say Chris isn't beating me? Why are you perpetuating? See, this is the reason. So another thing. So you're mad because, so what was the time recently where Chris was like, I think it was another DV conversation again. And he was like, you guys could be putting me at risk. There could be people coming for me because they think that I'm harming you. Okay, as a black man on the Austin streets, they could be coming for me because they think that I'm messing with Jasmine, and this is dangerous because you guys can't. Where was that speech last night? So when are you going to clear the air about Chris? I guess that's the problem. I mean, at the end of the day, Jasmine's the common denominator. If Chris ends up sitting in jail one night or ends up with a criminal background and he can't support Stinkabug when you have to put him on child support, when you finally get rid of his dead weight, that's going to be your fault. But I also blame Chris because you entered into this woman's house with a damn whole CPS allegations on her. You saw how she was living. You saw she was trifling, and you made a decision to go and live at her house and go sit up there and play stepdaddy to 4 kids to a guy you used to play ball with who was sitting up in prison. Like, that's not sexy at all. I don't understand how you even made that decision, but that just tells us about who Chris was, right? And why Jasmine can't stand up and say he's not doing it, or guys, I want you to know I appreciate all of the concern. We are working through some things. We are getting some help. And CPS has been here 50 11 times. I don't know. I don't know what the right things to say and what the right things aren't to say, but I just know this. And I'm gonna speak personally. When I was confronted with a situation on the YouTube streets and people were trying to drag my husband, I got on here and set the record straight, and that was it. And that's all. I'm not gonna address it again. But at the end of the day, why are you not? You love Chris so much. That is your son's father. Why do you not get up? If what you like, what is it? Which one is it? Is he there? Is he not there? Is he got his hands on you or not? Do you two like to play? Do you guys like to push and tussle? Like, is it more about you, Jasmine? Are y'all two that like to is tussling some foreplay over there? Like, is it a dirty little secret? Like, what's really going on? Okay, like it's she's shown way too much for people to know this much and have this many questions. And Olivia basically, she just opened the door. She dropped off a couple of piles of shit. And now she's acting all like, I was just trying to help, guys. I was just trying to help. I was just trying to help. I don't know why she's I'm just trying to. No, Olivia, you're mad. Like, at the end of the day, this has spite, vindictive, payback, bitch all over it, because you know what's going on. And even Jasmine says it. She goes, she said something about her kids getting taken. Girl, I die. When she said kids get taken, I mean, there's nothing funny about that. But at the end of the day, it's like, Jasmine, you should have known nothing. And all of these relationships with Olivia, girl, she threw you. Chrissy had to take a drug test for cocaine because of this woman. See, let me just remind you how dumb Jasmine is. A couple of years ago, less than a couple of years ago, but I've got the video. Of course, I've got the video. It's in members. She was on live stream with Chrissy on Instagram. They used to go live on Instagram all the time at when their relationship was real good. And Jasmine starts talking about Olivia. And it really was like, Chrissy was looking at her like, why are you talking to me about this girl again? Um, Chrissy was salty because she had to go and take a drug test because of what Olivia said about what happened during momcation. And at the end of the day, Chrissy was just like, how many times I don't fuck with that bitch. Like, stop talking about her. Like, and fast forward, it's still like she continued to be friends with that girl. Like, your best friend, like, these are all YouTube relationships, clearly, but your best friend on YouTube doesn't mess with your friend on YouTube who threw everybody on the bus and involved you in a cocaine situation. What reason would Jasmine have to be friends with this girl other than she just likes to be with people who are toxic? She likes toxic relationships and friendships. And Jasmine also, I think, has a little bit of a love for being the victim. Jasmine has a very victim mentality. Everything is about what everyone is doing to her. Jasmine, you are the leader of the household over there. You have 5 children, okay? I'm assuming the lease is in your name, and you have 5 kids who have birth certificates with your name on them. You need to woman up and handle your business. Olivia is not your friend. And at the end of the, you need to, if you're going to be here because you need to earn money, then you need to not keep showing up on live streams with this awful guy who doesn't care about your image. Even though we know your image is a certain type of image, at the end of the day, it's still your brand. It is kind of a mom trying to do what she's trying to do, but Chris does not help in that at all. Hey, LC, what's up? I don't know, guys. It's very complicated. I wanted to talk about Jasmine's. I've got Olivia's live, and I was, I watched the whole thing yesterday. I don't have anything nice to say. I think I am going to react to it, but I'm going to give you guys a break. We're going to come back and have some laughs, talk about Splash, what's going on over there. Somebody bubbled up that Jayla did an interview with Adam Ali, and there's other stuff to talk about, right? At the end of the day, this is some misery loves miserable company, and these chicks need to see a better way. Honestly, I can see why, if you live like this, you can't believe that people are actually like getting their brakes beat off and enjoying life, and actually have men that are wonderful and take care of them and pay bills and come home, don't start trouble, aren't trying to push you around, don't talk shit to you, don't make it their point to embarrass you in front of your friends, family, and your job. actually have good friends that are positive, and all of those things. Like, yeah, that is actually real, and I'm sure it's real for almost all of the 532 people in this chat at this moment. At the end of the day, I just, she's got to want to do better. I'm not even, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, she's got to want to do better. And I'm not going to waste any more of my energy other than as a YouTube internet big sis and auntie. You have to want to do better. Like, I'm not going to waste my energy wishing, hoping, praying, all of those things for someone who isn't wishing, hoping, and praying for herself, because faith without works is what? Dead. And at the end of the day, if she don't want it, I can't want it more for her. So if she doesn't know what's out here and what's available, and you want to be on the bottom of the barrel and scraping for love and scraping for friendships and dealing with fugazi ass friends that throw you under the bus to potentially lose your kids, sis, be my guest. Like, we're going to be here watching, reacting, watching the videos, and hopefully helping some little sisses out there not make these bad decisions. Because if Jasmine's locked and loaded into this relationship with Chris, let her. But what she sees is CPS is watching, they're documenting, they're taking notes, and she's on notice. I mean, at the end of the day, number one, she should know Olivia's not your friend. That's one. Number two, you're on notice. You have been documented. Your man has been documented. If you want to play around, you will be visiting those kids across town. You will be just like your friend, and it's, and it is what it is. All right. And that's it. I think also there was a situation where Jasmine spoke on Chrissy and Cash, that situation, and Chrissy did not appreciate Jasmine speaking on Chrissy's one son that lives with his father, right? Um, I can't remember the full situation. I have to go back in time and remember exactly what happened. But I do recall Chrissy mentioning that Jasmine was trying to cap out here and trying to stand up. Like, sometimes what people have to understand is, especially on YouTube, yeah, don't speak for me. What you have a whole platform, you speak for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't speak for me. And I think that's why Olivia was mad, because Jasmine sat up there speaking on some things. And I think the assumption is that you're on, you and your friend are on the same page, right? And I think Jasmine speaking on Olivia's situation infuriated her, because who wants Jasmine as a spokesperson? Like, let's be for real. Girl, Jasmine don't need to speak for anybody, right? And I think that clearly was a problem, right? And Olivia had an issue with that, and Chris speaking on her son, and this was not the first time that this has happened. And I just think that it was just the time for it to be done. Olivia knew she was getting ready to live la vida loca. Her mom is taking the baby back to Orlando, and Olivia is probably getting all the way up into her POF and going to have herself a good damn single time over there on the Dallas streets. Because don't think that Olivia took a shower and put on a clean shirt and makeup for no reason. Are you kidding me? You don't think she was going over to the bar last night? She was going over to go find somebody. She was getting ready to go get lucky and or probably meet up with a POF date. Okay. Okay, Shonda. That's what I think. Let me see what you guys are saying, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Without Liv being her friend, her house was in shambles. And it will continue that way. Without Liv being her friend, her house was in shambles. So you think Liv actually added some benefit to Jasmine? Liv self-sabotages and self-destructs and is doing it to Jasmine. Yeah. And Jasmine, I think Jasmine just needs way too much from people, and Jasmine needs to learn how to rely on herself. And Jasmine really needs some time with her and her kids. And that's it. Like, and I mean that wholeheartedly. She needs to grow the fuck up, and she needs to woman up and mother up and rise to the occasion of the title of mother. Okay. Mother is a big fucking deal. Okay. It really is. Because when your kids or your grandkids are doing their speeches at their weddings and graduations and Easter speeches and all of these things, that's when you start to feel like this is I'm doing my thing over here. When you are supporting people, helping them grow up in a positive way, helping them become educated, teaching how to read, how to show love, how to be a friend, how to be a woman, educating on menstrual cycles, all of the things that we do as mothers and as women, managing budgets, paying bills, teaching about credit. You know how you teach your kids about credit? You pay those damn bills that come in the mail every month. You pay your rent, you pay your mortgage, you pay the credit cards. So when you guys go out to dinner, everything is smooth. Not like, oh, let me get this card, let me get the GAT card. We She needs to spend some time with her 5 children. At the end of the day, there are kids in the house that a man's living there that's not their father. And there's a baby that needs to get to know his brothers and sisters. Like, girl, you got more than enough to do than to be worried about a man at this point, especially one who is not bringing anything but dropping off some D. Because you can just have that on Friday and Saturday nights, and he doesn't have to take up energy and brain space in there and making you look bad on live streams. So anyway, I feel like I've said way more than enough. I think Jazz needs to get her house. She needs to get into herself and get her head together. It is damn ridiculous. Okay? It's ridiculous at this point. And I'm going to be honest, Jasmine couldn't be my friend either. I could not have a needy ass, chasing her tail type friend. I just could not. I could not. No way. Mm-mm. I totally agree. Not help from a panel of people with men at home, like hips. Tiara is soft. She just listens to jazz. I probably don't give her 2 cents in regards to what's going on. So, I think Jasmine may see Tiara as like a type of goals type person where Tiara's been in a long-term relationship. She's married to her husband. I'm not saying Tiara's relationship is perfect. I don't know anything about it. But everybody has ups and downs in their relationships. And what's perfect for me may not be perfect for you, right? We see Passion Jones over there with 2 men, girl, doing all kinds of, free stuff, polyamory and all of the things, right? That would not work for me. That works for her, right? So everybody's got different dynamics to their relationships. Tiara sitting there and knowing if your friend is in danger, that's not being a friend, allowing your friend to be in danger. However, convincing someone to take the step to either put him out the house. Jasmine shouldn't have to leave her house. Chris can pack up that truck and go. If Chris is a nuisance, Chris is aggravating to be around. All Jasmine has to do at this point is blink twice to CPS and they can get him out the house. They can get him out the house, I'm sure. She can just break up and she can ask for an order of protection and ask him to leave and set up proper visitation and leave it alone. Chris will be fine. Chris will be just fine, right? I don't think it's as bad. I don't think, I just don't think it's as bad as that. Tiara can't say. Jasmine has to save herself, and that's it. Like nobody can do it for Jasmine but Jasmine. And at the end of the day, it's a tough situation to think about. But I don't really know what's going on with these women. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to sit here and talk in circles because there's so much we don't know, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like we're just going to move on. I am going to react to Olivia's video because I think she was giving biatch. She was giving full potential bitch. She was giving low-key Karen. And she was giving fake concern as far as that's if you want to know my reaction and you're not going to watch it, that's what it was. Okay. She was giving all kinds of bitch, all kinds of fake concern, and all kinds of I'm collecting this coin on this channel. I want these views up and I'm going to get this money because at the end of the day, we know that she feels like she has trashed her original channel and maybe she has. I don't know. I think they all have. Um and that's it. So guys, let me let y'all go. We are at I can't even belabor this topic anymore, but Jasmine's video is up. If you can't tell, it's up and it's stuck. And at least for now, you guys can go watch it. But I mean, she does talk in circles. Sis said it. She said, "Are you rewinding that, or is she just talking?" No, that was not me this time. You know, sometimes I will play back things a couple of times just so they can settle on in. No, that was her. Sounds to me like Jasmine would have been better off moving into the house that was next door to the cop. Okay. But she was concerned about Philip. She didn't want Philip to be uncomfortable. But she said she really liked that place. Chris could go and it would be fine. She would probably be fine in that house all by herself. Look, this is like you have a shitty ass boyfriend and then you make a baby with him. Like you're not going to be rid of him for a long time where you have to deal with him for a long, long time. And it's, you know, we had a sis that called in yesterday. I don't know if that was her husband, but she said that she was splitting her daughter with her husband. Husband was in Texas and she's in Tennessee. Doesn't that sounds like a country song, right? She's in Tennessee and ex-husband or baby daddy was in Texas, and it would just kill her to have to put on the plane and missing her child until her daughter would come home. I don't know, y'all. You know, stop giving these guys like I know some people like to down it. It's just paperwork. It's not. It's not. It's a covenant with God. Marriage is serious, right? At the end of the day, stop giving titles to people that don't deserve it. If homie is not a boyfriend, he's just a friend. He's a friend. We're friends. We're friends. If that's your man, oh, he's going to let you know and it's going to be no uncertain terms. That's my man. When he wants to be your fiance, he's going to put a ring on your finger, even if it's paper or plastic. He's going to put something and then he's going to take you downtown, get the law involved, and sign some papers with you and wife you up and give you his name. And if that's what you want, you'll take it, right? Calling these men hubby and all of these titles that they do not deserve. If a man wants the title of husband, do we not think in 2023 that he knows how to get it? Jasmine proposed to the pimp. My God. Girl, she had that wedding band, the wedding band engagement ring on Poshmark for I don't know how long. I don't know if somebody ended up buying it. Who thinks Jasmine and Philip will find their way back to each other? I don't know. I hope not. That's on them, girl. I can't even wrap my mind around it. Girl, it's just I think Phil likes to get around too much for Jazz. Jazz needs a little bit of stability. But she's also dealing with Chris. I don't know, girl. Jasmine is the type of chick that will bend over backwards, unfortunately. You got the ones that will lie. You know, I mean, it's all forms of capping. Jasmine is willing to do what she likes a broke Kang, okay? Oh God, I love that. Okay, these Kangs, yes. Jasmine loves a broke Kang. And then she sits up there and names her son Legendary King Bowser. Nope, Philip is done. Philip, yeah. Men don't like schlumpadumps, okay? That's why Hannah better get up off that couch, put her little get her little pixie pants on and a fresh blouse every day, pull that hair back and get on LinkedIn and girl, start looking for a job and work on your YouTube channel and his if you want to. If you still want to run Philip's social media, go right on ahead. You put the couple's stuff on his and you put your stuff on yours. Because you gonna be mad. I've seen one too many channels this year of couples break up, and there's always that video. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about of the person sitting there saying, "Guys, this is my channel." Remember when Olivia did it when it was Living with the Webs? This is my look. Gerard did not want that channel. He wasn't even going for it. But even CJ So Cool and Royalty's like, take my kids off your channel. Well, Royalty, you probably should have had a contract with CJ on the appearance of your kids on that channel and worked out how things were going to, how things would be paid out if in fact you decided to take your kids off the channel that were being used for content, things like that. But all I'm saying is this, guys, like, you got to think some things all the way through and realize kind of like the if not, then what type scenarios. Use your critical thinking. But anyway, y'all, we can talk about this later. We'll be back to talk about Mr. Pastel. Jayla put up a video with Latoya's ex-husband, Adam Ali. I want to go dip and see what that's all about before we talk about it. But just give me a little while. I tried to get on here early today so I could make sure to be off of here like at a decent time. But if you haven't watched the live from last night, we had a couple of call-ins and it was very good. So I hope that you will go watch it. And then you've got the whole weekend to start to get caught up on all of this content. And I certainly appreciate all of your support. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Definitely, I do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube streets, entertainment, and hot topics. Thank you for the likes. I didn't even check on the likes today, and I barely hit that add button. So just on that alone, if I could close this live out with a 2 in front of these likes would be awesome. But other than that, girl, I'm gonna let y'all go and we'll regroup a little bit later. Okay. Have a good morning and tell me what you think down in the comments. I mean, I think I'm very open on this topic and I haven't made my mind up yet. I'm just trying to see all sides. So, like I said, I know and respect that there's a lot of people who have a lot of experience on this topic, and I definitely respect that. I'm just looking at it from the outside looking in. So just let's all respect that everybody has different viewpoints and different experiences. And that's what makes YouTube and this community so wonderful because we like if we were all saying and doing the same thing, that wouldn't really be fun, would it? That's what Olivia wants. And that's not fun. That's having minions and robots. And that's not what's going on. At least, that's not what's going on. Okay, period. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And we will talk later.
By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. It's all about clout.